The other morning I came in to use the bathroom. I turned the switch on for the ceiling fan and it didn't do anything. So something with our ceiling fan is not working. In this video I'm going to show you how to replace the motor because I'm pretty sure that's what the problem is. But we'll check the switch as well. Before we actually jump into the repair, why is it there is a ceiling fan in a bathroom? You probably know one reason.
Hey honey, you about done?
Almost done, honey. I'll be right out.
I wouldn't be there for 20 minutes.
To pull the smelly air out, put it up through the roof, and replace it with fresh air from elsewhere in the house. There's another reason. It's to take moisture out of the air after a hot shower so the mirror doesn't get so steamy. Those are two reasons why we have a ceiling fan in a bathroom. I'm going to start by vacuuming it and then we'll pull it down. Okay, I'm going to show you real fast in a different bathroom because I've got more access to it. So this is the switch for the fan. I turn that on, the ventilation fan comes on. I'm going to leave the switch off so that there's no power up there. You just pull down on the edges of this, of each side, and you'll hear it click, and you reach up underneath, you pinch these brackets, and then it comes down like this. So these are pinched together and up through the slots right here and here on either side. The power's off because the switch is off, but there's a little local plug. So I'm going to unplug this. Now I can turn the switch on. It won't do anything because it's not plugged in. On one side there's two tangs that go into slots. The other side is just pinched behind these little divots. I'm just taking my little pocket knife, pop up underneath these, how it comes out a little bit when I do that on each of those, and now it's just going to slide down and then out, and now I've got my whole motor unit out. With the vent cover off, I'm going to vacuum some more because all the stuff that's up there that didn't come down, I can get done now. And a lot of it landed on me, so I'm going to vacuum me off too. I can check to see if it's the switch that's broken or the motor. I'm going to take my little night light, plug it in. I'm going to turn the light switch on, and look at that, the light comes on. So it is the motor that is no longer working. Pry it back over here, and then pull this down. And now these should come out. It's easier to do this in the garage. I got this fan out with all the dust on it. I'm going to vacuum that off. And then we're going to see if we can find a model number on it. Just a reminder, this channel is for boys growing up without a dad, and it's to give you some instruction, give you a place to answer your questions, and to give you some confidence that you can grow up and be as klutzy of a dad as I am. And you still can succeed, even though your dad may not be in your daily life. With that number 1297 that's on the sticker, type that into Google and just do Google bathroom fan model 1297, and I get NuTone bathroom fan motor, NuTone fan replacement parts, Amazon.com. It just so happens that I replaced that fan motor 7 years ago, and at the time I thought to buy an extra motor. This fan is just pressed on, and so all you have to do is pull it and it comes off. There's two little nuts. That one here and this one there are what are holding the motor up in position. If I had the right size nut driver, that would be the ideal tool for this. I am using a small crescent wrench, so just a few turns I can get it loose enough to turn it by hand. And here's the housing apart from the motor. Okay, now we're going to put the new motor, feed that through there, and then put the bolts back through, snug these down. Okay, those are pretty snug. Plug this in and just make sure the motor turns. Looks like I need to do another clean the garage video, even though I did one already. Okay, now the fan is going. I'm going to install this fan back on there. If you look in the center of that, you probably can't see it on here, there's a little D shape. And there's also a flat surface on this. So I've got to line those two things up and just press it on. I can feel that it's moving with the motor. So if we want, I can plug it in and verify that it works. And it is going. All right, now we just have to go reinstall it and we're done. If you're getting value out of this, then make sure you press the like button. Almost forgot. There are a couple of nuts that go on the bottom of these bolts too, and just snug them up, not much, and that'll hold the motor together and on the housing. So here's the box that the fan sits in. Those two tabs right there are where the housing goes into that, and then they press it up till it sits in the top. And then vents it out here through that little passageway. That'll have a hose that goes out through the roof so that you can vent it outside. The way you put it back in is just reverse the process. So I'm going to take these two tangs that stick out. They're going to go into the slots. And then you push it back up until it snaps. So now I can plug it back in. If I turn the switch on, it's running. Pinch these. You can put one side in first. So I'm pinching the two clamps on either side. Put one side in on each. Pinch the other one and push it up in. And then it snaps as you push it back up to where it holds it up flush again. All right, boys, now you know the process of changing out a motor in a bathroom vent fan. I bring you along with me in the process just so you can get that exposure, because if you don't have a dad showing you stuff like this, you may never get to see it. You may or may not ever need to do this, but what I hope you'll get from this is that if something around your house breaks, do a little research, see if it's something you can fix. Don't do something you shouldn't. Don't try things that are over your head. No pun intended. This is over my head, and I did it anyway. Just remember that as you apply yourself, you can figure some of these things out, especially with tools like YouTube, where you can go look at someone showing you how to do a process before you even have to do it. Always remember the two messages I want you to get from every video. First one is you can succeed. Whether you're handy in the house or not, you can still succeed as an adult male, as a man, as a husband, as a father, even though your dad may not be in your daily life. And the second message is always remember that this dad loves you. And I will see you on the next video. I probably need my glasses for this one.